Congratulations.
Thank you. You guys weren't even born yet when I started coaching.
Oh,
Congratulations, Coach. So we have Coach Griffin. We have freshman Talia Brugler next to her, and then at the far end we have freshman Layla Fair. We will start with an opening statement from Coach. After that, we will take questions for the student athletes. Once we're done with those, we will dismiss them. We'll take questions for Coach. So, Coach, if you could start.
Yeah, sure. Thanks. Just really proud of our team today. We showed a lot of resolve. I thought a lot of resilience. I thought, the game had a lot of lead changes. And we made plays defensively when we needed to, and these young ladies to my right did an unbelievable job playing and leading us from the post position. And then as we got a little bit more comfortable on the perimeter, Nystrom came in and hit some threes, which really opened up the floor a little bit for us. And they responded at halftime. Our kids did an unbelievable job, and we're excited about what we can do tomorrow.
All right, we'll start with questions for the student athletes. We do have a microphone, so just raise your hand if you have a question. Please give your name and affiliation before asking your question the first time you have a question. Start here in the front with Glenn.
Yeah, Glenn Papazian, PhillyCollegeSports.com. And Talia, can you talk about the determination of the team? Because it looked like in the last, 4 minutes when you came out of the media timeout, the team looked determined and like they weren't going to be denied.
Yeah, our motto for this week is that we bend, but we don't break. So we were bending a little bit in the start of the fourth quarter, but we knew that we had to come out strong and finish what we started and just finish the game and win.
Yeah, go ahead, Glenn.
And Layla, how much of a lift did it give the team at the end of the third quarter when Mullins hit that shot just before the buzzer?
it definitely gave us momentum. As a team, we were all psyched. Everyone was succeeding at that point, and we were just glad to be together, and we were being a team.
We'll stay here in the front row.
Yeah, Manning Snyder, Philadelphia Inquirer. My question is kind of yesterday, kind of the same thing happened. You both dominated, played very well. Was there something about yesterday's game that inspired you to do well today as a duo again, or is it kind of just the same offensive mindset?
Start with Talia, and then we'll go to Layla.
Like I said yesterday, just our connection that we've been growing this whole season has been really showing for us. And then especially today, just with the high-low matchups that we could find, we took advantage of them.
For Layla, what was it like going against all-conference first-teamer Tahane in the post, and what do you think you did to find success?
It was definitely a matchup. Last time it was a matchup too, but this time we really paid attention to the scout, played what she wants to go to, and try to deny everything else after that.
Do we have any other questions for the student athletes? Okay, you two are excused.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow. All right, we'll take questions for Coach Griffin. Start with Glenn over here.
Yes, and Coach, this one looks like it was one on the inside, obviously offensively, but how much did the interior defense add to this win?
Yeah, I thought we were really locked in defensively. I thought we were able to take away their primary and secondary options. And then we kind of went 50-50 with their backdoor options there. But we rebounded the ball. We got stops when we needed to get stops. Layla diving on the floor, getting that loose ball was unbelievable. And I think we're gritty and we fight and we scrap. And, those hustle plays are what we believe that we can win in most games.
Stay here in the front row with Manning.
Yeah, so earlier in the game, last game, you missed a lot of three-pointers again. Kind of the same thing happened today. Was there something that you told your team at halftime to change up the approach or kind of just continue to pound the ball inside?
Yeah, we challenged the guards because, the post players had been carrying us, and we were 0 for 7, I think it was, at half. And it's like, guys, it's time to step up and make shots. We know that you can, and you've done it. So we adjusted a little bit of things with our offense, and we were able to get Nystrom for a couple open looks.
Do we have any other questions for Coach? Okay, we'll stay here in front. Okay.
And how much is a win like this, you're making a run in the tournament with a young team, how much does that help you and lay a foundation to build for the future?
Yeah, I mean, I think, first and foremost, I think the kids are having a lot of fun. I think they enjoy playing with each other and for each other. And it's just important, I think, for this young group to taste winning and to get back to that and to stay hungry, and to really embrace that and embrace all the hard work that comes with it, because winning is hard. And this group does not shy away from hard work. And so, I'm excited about what we can do the rest of this week. And I think we can do some damage.
Do we have any other questions for Coach in the back? Yep.
Coach, there were 19 assists on 21 made field goals and really spread around the offense. Just talk about kind of that strategy and how you're able to pull that off.
Yeah, well, Rhode Island obviously plays a lot of zone, so you got to be a good passing team, right? And just being able to be able to go to open space and be able to connect with your teammates. And sometimes against the zone, you have to think 2 passes ahead. It's not necessarily the first pass, but you got to see how it's setting up the next play. And so I thought our guards did a really good job of setting that up for our bigs, and then also guard-to-guard action. So again, just playing against the zone, you got to be able to pass the basketball.
Okay, any other questions for Coach Griffin? All right.
All right.
Thanks,
Thank
Coach.
you.
Congratulations. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
Okay, we have Rhode Island head coach Tammy Reese. We have senior Emmanuel Tahan. We will start with an opening statement from Coach, and then we'll go to questions for Emmanuel. Once we're done with her, we'll excuse her, and we'll take questions from Coach. So, Coach, if you want to start.
Yes, first, I'd like to give credit to St. Joe's. I think they outplayed us today. They came with incredible effort, tough kids, hard-nosed kids, so all the credit to them, especially defensively and on the boards. They did a terrific job, really making things difficult for us offensively, and so I give my hats off to them. They outplayed us today.
All right, we'll take questions for Emmanuel. Once again, we have a microphone. Please give your name and affiliation before asking your question the first time you ask a question. Any questions for Emmanuel? Here in the second row, over here, yep.
Zach Austin, Good 5 Cent Cigar, and WRIU. Manu, it's a tough way to lose, a tough way to end your season. But what has it meant for you to be a part of this team the last couple of years and really build what Rhode Island has built?
It's been great. I think that we really took the program to another level. Like we proved that we could be at the top of the league. It's just like it's hard because it's not the result we wanted. But I'm just proud to have been part of that team for 3 years.
Any more questions? Yep, in the way back.
Talk a little bit about what it was like going against Fair in the post, and how much of a difference did she make?
I think she made it hard for me in the first half. She got me, she posted up hard, but then I tried to make adjustment in the second half.
Do we have any more questions for Emmanuel? No? Okay, Emmanuel, you are excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll take questions for Coach Reese. Let's start with Mel in the front. Always start with Mel, right?
I did.
All right, well, there we go.
You've seen St. Joe's at different phases of them in the season. Kind of talk about their growth a little bit and how different they are now than earlier in the year.
Well, I think their youth has really matured, especially offensively. I thought they've always done a good job defensively and rebounding. But again, going through a whole season, as young as they are, you see the maturity level of some of their players. And that, makes them very dangerous at the end of the year. But you see great growth in them, especially offensively. Really good in the post, in the paint. They scored yesterday. They were double-double. They had both had 20. Fair and Brugler both had 20 in the paint. And today, they attacked us in the paint as well. And so those kids, they've really matured. Really, really well coached and very disciplined.
We'll go over here to the far side. Yep, second row.
Will Pipicelli, WRU Radio coach. It's been a historic season. What was the message to the girls coming off the court there?
Obviously, they're, some of them are extremely upset. You want to let them deal with the grief because you have grief. When you lose and you wanted to win, obviously it's not the outcome we wanted, but it's just to let them feel it. There's nothing I can say that's going to make them feel better right now. You got to let them go through it. And, I told them, today we didn't play our best game. St. Joe's, they played a really great game. And sometimes, the ball doesn't bounce your way, but doesn't mean our season's over. Hopefully we have postseason WNIT, hopefully. And, you got to regroup. But I got to give them some time to deal with this because they wanted to be champions. And when you lose something that you really, really want, especially as a player, I was a player, it hurts. And so, nothing I could say. I try to console them and have to regroup them. But I got to give them a day or two to deal with the pain.
We'll come back over to this side in the second row.
Coach Reese, Dan Steenkamer at the Providence Journal. Coach, it looked like St. Joseph's was really playing solid defense for entire shot clocks at a time, really making you guys play in the half court, spent significant length of the game without any fast break points. Just what did you see in terms of SJU maybe dictating pace of play and just how did that make things maybe harder on you guys tonight?
The first game down at St. Joe's when we played them, we had some transition points, and it broke the game open. And I think it was key. We wanted to run today. St. Joe's did a great job of keeping us in the half court. They got back. They got their defense set, and we really didn't get out in transition like I wanted. But again, tribute to them. They really got back. They set their defense, and they made us grind it out, which is the opposite of what we really, really wanted to do.
We'll go way in the back by the camera. Yep.
You mentioned the grief of tonight, but also possible WNIT. Just how much are you looking forward to getting another game with this group?
Obviously, I want another game with this group. I don't want to go out like that. I don't want to go out with an end to, especially some kids that gave us everything they got when we were really, really not good, and they believed in us, and they took our program to the next level, new heights. And so I want to give them one more shot at getting a couple wins under their belt and feeling that good taste in their mouth, because right now they've got that horrible taste in their mouth. And so I look forward to it. You know, I'm always ready for another game. You know, got to regroup them and get their heads right and get them ready. And hopefully we get to go to postseason.
Any more questions for Coach Reese? We got over here on this camera right here.
Hi, Coach. Inierkan Okan, Good 5 Cent Cigar. I'm curious. There was a portion at the start of the second half where St. Joe's was up 8, and then you guys cut it back to tie the game. What was the message to your team at that point?
It was really, you got to dig down. It's now or never. We had the similar situation happen at Dayton when we were down 4 and then 9. And then after 9, they punched us and we never responded. I was very proud of them that they responded. They didn't lay down because it could have went the other way. They came together and we made a run. We got some stops and we actually executed and we made a run. So that was the message, was you got to fight. You got to fight. There's a lot of time left in this game, and it's possession by possession. Get a couple stops, and we'll be fine. And they did that, and they put themselves in a position at the end of the game to at least tie the game.
Okay, any more questions for Coach? Okay. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, everybody.